Here's the current design. Colors are just there for reference. All buttons are not here. You can see how the size of the machine is actually quite small because this is a Nintendo Switch at the top. It should only be about 13 inches wide. This is a 20-inch monitor. We'll kick off the switch here. That's the stand. That's an insignia stand that we mounted to this piece of wood. Cables running down into the machine. And then this entire piece of wood can be lifted out and flipped over for the sake of storage with this attached. Or you could just take the lid off and put the dock inside. That may even be more efficient. These are hand guards. The idea would be to get these 3D printed. So they'd be that nice sort of smooth plastic material so you don't have your hands against wood. These are only about 3 inches by 3 inches, maybe 3.5 by 3.5, something like that. So they would be pretty small. This button placement is based off of Williams' standard wide body design. So that should be decent in terms of comfort. Need another button for the nudge. Got to figure out where to put that. This is a bezel that would house a piece of plexiglass underneath to separate the environment from the monitor. If I hide the bezel, you can see here's the monitor nestled inside. The monitor has been decased, so there's literally no outside frame area or buttons. The button panel is going to be rewired into two buttons that are on the back of the cabinet. So this is sort of what I thought about for mounting monitor. This block here on the back of the monitor is part of the monitor, so this is the exact dimensions of the monitor decased. The position of these vertical slats are on purpose. It has to do with, it's a specific location based on the best part of the monitor frame to rest on. And these, let me get a better view here. And these little pieces here are glued to the sides of the cabinet. So these are should be pretty sturdy. They'll be glued to the vertical slats, which are glued to the bottom. Actually, it's probably screwed to the bottom. And then these will be glued to the sides. Oh, this is also assuming 1/4 inch wood all the way around. This is a very small machine. This frame should be nice for support. These frame blocks are 1 inch in diameter and depth. The only weight in this machine would be cables and then the monitor, because there's no PC guts. It's all switch powered. So weight isn't really a concern. So I think going with 1/4 inch or something even slightly thinner might even do the trick. I just haven't figured it out yet. So that's the idea for mounting the monitor. It butts up against this piece at the bottom and then sits on top of the piece at the top. So we have this for the basic cabinet minus the sides. If you hide the cabinet, the rest of the cabinet, you're left with the frame. So this is a 1 inch by 1 inch. These are 1 inch by 1 inch pieces as a method of gluing to two sides. The sides and the bottom, the tops and the backs. So the whole thing mostly glued. The kind of wood that I'm thinking about using should work well with that. So that's it. So to put it back together, put the stand back, get the monitor in there, get the sides back on, get the bezel on, get the buttons on, get the hand guards on, and that's it. Nothing in addition, although I'll probably cut slits in the side for handholds for picking up. Also, there'll be buttons mounted to the back for monitor control and power and volume. There'll probably be somewhere in here, there will be drill some holes or put in a grill for a speaker on each side. There'll be buttons in the front of the machine. That's basically it though. Let me know if you have thoughts.